So we're comparing the new, this is the Knockoff, just gas stove, but just a quick comparison to like the JetBoil here, which you might see all the time. Haven't even had this one out of the box really, but nice little bag. You can see here it's got the propane regulator and stuff. So we're comparing both of these out of the box. You can see this one here, this is the Knockoff. This one's just a little bit taller, right? Which plays into a couple things. So when we open this one up, right, we can see, turn this around. We can see the distance between the two burners here, right? And so when we open this one, see how this one opens up. So this one here has a much larger distance between the two burners. So you could put quite a bit larger pot on both sides, I would imagine. So let's go ahead. We're gonna hook this thing up to propane and see how the flames compare. So hooking this one up here, right? See, everything's pretty straightforward. This one here is at the very end. Finish screwing that in a second. But I do notice there's not a pass-through, so I can hook this one up to propane here, run several, of them linked together. So, right, but again, 4 times the money compared to this guy right here. So we're gonna finish hooking these up and see how the flames compare. All right, let's fire this guy up. So this one has an integrated igniter in the knob, so you can see it's coming out, and then you just twist it and it clicks. So that fired right up. Let's try this side. Same thing, fired right up. Good flame. Not much adjustment. It's only about a 3/4 of a turn on this knob, but solid burner if you're just looking for boiling food. This one here, right, and this is the JetBoil. So you can hear there's a lot more options here for as far as like simmering goes, and then 2 separate igniters for each burner. This one's also a lot heavier, right? And so we're looking at how heavy this one is. The propane over here doesn't really offset and lift this one up. You can see this is a little off kilter here, and if I let this hang, it wants to move this all over the place. So just something to keep in mind as far as stability goes. Either way, heck of a buy on this one if you're just looking for a really good camp grill and you want to fire up and fry some stuff outside, maybe not make a mess in the house. Nice grill. I don't know about longevity, but it looks pretty good. It comes with an extra rubber snubber, whatever clamp that you want to call that thing. Either way, if you're looking to save a little money, you could probably buy about 4 of these for the price of that one. So something to think about. And if you're looking for more tips and tricks or any other outdoor advice or gear reviews, just make sure that you like and subscribe.